give you, if you're a beginner in the gym, I want to give you five, let me get this out the way. I want to give you 5 beginner tips that I wish I knew when I was a kid. Or, I should say when I first started out in the gym, that's better. So, my story, right? So, when I was first starting out in the gym, I had no idea what I was doing. I was the type of kid who was like walking around with his phone, taking pictures of all the machines and like Googling what they were. I had no idea what I was doing. The only thing I was doing before I started actually going to the gym and actually working out was I would do body weight exercises, the how to get abs in 5 minutes type of thing. Just no concept of fitness at all, no concept of bodybuilding at all. And I didn't really have anyone to teach me. Like, I'm sure there were people out there that I could have, researched, but there was just nobody. I just didn't think to find anybody and just didn't think to research. So that's kind of what I want to give you, is I want to give the five most the bare bones thing that every beginner in the gym should do. And I'm kind of talking to my younger self here, is these are tips that he could have used as well. So starting number one is less is more in the gym. What does that mean exactly? Less is more, I'm talking about your workout and the overall volume that you're doing. So when I first started out, I would do so much volume for no reason. Like, I think I was on every single machine when I first started out in the gym. I would hit everything. Excuse me. And I would have no idea that it wasn't actually helpful in the gym. Hitting every machine is not a good idea. Do not do that. It's not going to give you any gains. Your muscles are going to be too fatigued and they're not going to recover. So it took me forever to understand this, but I was also kind of lollygagging on the sets as well. So I'll just throw that out there. But it took me forever to understand that less is more, and that going hard on a single set and really pushing yourself for 2 exercises is going to do way more for you and your muscles and your growth than bouncing around from exercise to exercise, like trying everything in the gym. Not helpful at all. So, how do you avoid going from place to place? This one's simple. It's just pick exercises that you like, that you feel comfortable doing, and then stick to them, and then don't change them. Sorry, I thought I had to sneeze. Yeah. Just pick exercises that you like, stick to them, and just keep doing them. Simple as that. The second tip is hydration is very, very important. And I'm not talking about hydrating yourself with anything. I'm talking about you need to be drinking water in order to give your muscles the necessary growth that you want them to have. Because your muscles are majority water, and they also, water helps them recover. And I don't know how true this is, but I believe that water helps with protein synthesis. I'm not entirely sure. That's just what I've heard. I could be totally wrong. Be like, oh, some guy in the comments could be like, oh, no, this is wrong and this is this. And I'll be like, okay, fair enough. But for me, I've noticed that on the periods that I'm drinking water consistently and properly, I've made the most muscle progress. Like, it's the point where I'm getting the most stretch marks. My muscles really coming in. Things are looking good. So yeah, how can you kind of drink more water? Is honestly, I would just recommend tracking it. There's this app called Water Llama, and what you can do is that you can kind of set your preferences, how many ounces you want to drink, and then you can just try your best to reach that goal every day. I think I'm sitting at about 100 ounces right now, so a little under a gallon, about 28 ounces under a gallon. So yeah, that's been very, very helpful. Another thing is eating enough, is make sure you're getting the right amount of calories in, because you need calories and you need protein to eat, to eat a lot and to put on size. If you're not eating enough, no workout, no matter what you do in the gym, no matter what exercise you do, it's not gonna matter because you're not having enough food to recover. And that is so important. You need food and you need muscle protein fuel to like boost your muscles. You need food. If you're not eating enough, you're not going to put on size. Simple as that. So how do we do that? How do we put on more size? Well, pick a calorie amount. Go to MyFitnessPal. Set your calorie preferences, set your goals, put in your weight, whatever. It'll give you a calorie amount, and then just stick to that amount and just eat that amount. And if you feel like it's not enough, up it by 200 to 400 calories. Simple as that. I guarantee you'll put on weight. No questions asked. If you're in a bulk. Now, if you're in a cut, then you could kind of reverse engineer that. So go into MyFitnessPal, click. It gives you options on how much weight you want to lose. So say like you want to lose 1.5 pounds a week. Click that. It'll give you your calorie amount that you should be eating. And yeah, and then call it a day. Simple as that. Number 4 is it is supposed to hurt in the gym. You are supposed to feel pain when you are lifting. It is supposed to burn. That's how you know you're doing well. When you're struggling to lift a weight, you are in kind of that good zone. When you are failing in the gym, like you're lifting weights so heavy, and then you have to drop it because it hurts so bad. You're in that sweet spot. You're in the zone of the gym. It's supposed to hurt. You're supposed to feel uncomfortable. You're supposed to be grunting. You're supposed to be in pain in the gym. And it's normal. It's okay. I thought that training till it hurts was a bad thing and that I could injure myself. That's how muscles build. You gotta train hard. You gotta train heavy. Simple as that. And then 5th tip is get your protein in. You need to be getting your protein in. The recommended amount is 1 pound of body weight should be getting 1 gram of protein. So someone who weighs 150 pounds should be eating 150 grams of protein. For me, I weigh about 192, so I'm eating roughly 192 grams of protein a day, which is great because that allows your muscles to recover and that allows them to be built even when you're not in the gym. So that is incredibly important. And you can also, in MyFitnessPal, you can also set that kind of goal with your calorie intake. It kind of gives you a protein goal as well. So it'll tell you how much protein you need. Perfect. Listen, with these 5 tips, I don't want you to just watch this video and be like, oh, okay, cool video, next one, next fitness video, next one. Next time you are in the gym, actually, I'm gonna give you a couple action steps right now. I want you to set up MyFitnessPal and Water Llama. The 2 apps, I'll link them in the description below. They'll be there waiting for you. You need to follow these tips. Now, these aren't the end-all be-all. There's plenty more you need to learn, but these are the 5 core tips that every beginner should know. Listen, it's going to be great. You got this. Proud of you. You got it. It's going to be awesome.